KUGAN, CASSIUS, IFL TV, MTK Global. We're in Boston. The sun's out. It's very cold.
I love Boston. Absolutely love it. Isn't it a beautiful city? It's a fantastic place. The Irish population are going to make it a terrific night at the TD Garden tomorrow. The Red Sox are in the World Series. It's a fantastic place. I love it here.
Obviously, a lot has changed on this bill. Say a lot. The main event obviously changed over the last couple of weeks, and we're now going to see Demetrius Andrade against Walter Coughton-Dokwa.
Good pronunciation. Good,
yeah, I hope that's right. Coming over as a relatively unknown quantity. Record suggests he can punch a little bit, but yeah, are we expecting a routine win for Andrade here, or could there be an upset?
I don't think anything's routine when you've got a guy who's unbeaten. He's coming from Namibia. He's got plenty of punch power. I think Andrade is a definitive favourite to take another world title home with him on Saturday night. I think he's a special talent. I remember when Brian Rose went up against him in New York, and it was just the most unbelievable performance. And yeah, boxing's about levels, but Andrade's a special quality. He moves well. He's got great hand speed. I really like him, and I think that him and Billy Joe would have been a fascinating fight, of course. One for the future, no doubt. At the moment, in comes this Namibian who's got nothing to lose, not fought outside of Namibia and the whole of Africa before, so it's a big ask for him. But he believes in himself, he's got a good team around him, and he'll give it everything. But I think Andrade will be too sharp and too slick. Great bill though, KUGAN. I mean, I don't know what we're looking forward to most. I think from obviously a Sky point of view, Katie Taylor, our leading women's fighter, I think she's an absolute superstar. Cannot wait to see her defend her titles again, this time against Cindy Serrano, real character, unbeaten in 5-6 years now. Sister of Amanda, of course, a lot of interest in that one. And then, James Tennyson got a real chance against Tevin Farmer. Scott Quigg back on the bill, Kid Galahad, Tommy Coyle. It's a who's who, isn't it? It's great.
What did you make of the Billy Joe Saunders situation, Adam? It was a lot of it was kind of unclear while it was going on. I think we know the bottom line is he failed a VADA test, and obviously the Massachusetts Commission wouldn't license him. That's the bottom line. But
yes, that is the bottom line.
There was a lot of grey areas surrounding it. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, listen, I think it's always difficult, these things. I don't think Billy helped himself with what happened, the week or two before on social media, and I think that was dealt with by the British board. He got a hefty fine, and the Massachusetts Commission, voted against giving him a license here. VADA, and I mean the British board, I talked to Robert Smith at length, and he was absolutely adamant that he didn't think Billy Joe had done anything wrong, certainly under his rules, and he, I know, supported his case. But Massachusetts obviously didn't. They're the ones that are commissioning the fights. They didn't want Billy Joe to fight, and he has to accept that. He's obviously vacated the title, which I think is the right thing to do. It's now being fought up by two different guys. Well, Andrade against Coughton-Dokwa, and the winner of that, I'm sure, will fight Billy Joe down the line. I was speaking to his team, to Dominic and the whole of the team, and Kid Galahad, and they're obviously very disappointed, as I'm sure Billy Joe is, that he's not performing on a big stage. We'd love to have seen him perform on Sky. Obviously, he's not normally one of our fighters, but obviously, you can't behave like he did. He let himself down, I think, with the social media stuff. The British board dealt with that. Then you had the, did he or didn't he take the banned substance? Yes, in some ways, not in others. Not the British board behind him. Slightly grey areas I can understand, but the Massachusetts Commission are the ones commissioning the fights. They decided that he shouldn't fight, and he has to accept that. So I hope now he just goes back, he keeps himself in the great shape he'd obviously got himself into in Canada, takes the punishment, accepts it, and comes back a better fighter, and I'm sure he will. I think Billy Joe Saunders is a terrific talent, a great fighter, and I'd love to see him come again, but he's got to learn from this.
Obviously the huge news this week concerning Dazn have secured the next 11 fights for Canelo.
Yeah.
What does that mean for Sky?
Well, I mean, it's a deal with Dazn and Golden Boy, so it doesn't necessarily affect us. What we do know is that we're showing the Rocky Fielding fight on December the 15th on Sky Sports. That's a wonderful chance for us to have both Canelo back on our screens, which is great and hasn't happened in a while, and also for this unbelievable opportunity for Liverpool's Rocky Fielding. Who would have thought it? Who would have thought he'd probably win a world title until he went to Germany and upset the odds this year? And good luck to him. after the defeat to Callum Smith, I think many people thought Rocky probably had found his level, but listen, he's come back, he's won a version of the world title, he's now fighting in the Garden against Canelo. It's an incredible dream for Rocky. What a name for the dream, and look, a lot of people won't give him a chance at all, but he has got a chance because he's in there and he's fighting on December the 15th, and I hope he really enjoys it. We're going to be there, and it's one of those great boxing stories, isn't it? But also from the flip side of seeing Canelo, one of the great fighters of modern times, and very excited about it. And let's hope that we show Canelo not just on December the 15th, but going forwards. And I'm sure that's up to Dazn and Matchroom USA and who Canelo ends up fighting. But we know we're with him on December the 15th, and that's very exciting for Sky viewers.
But I mean, from your perspective, is it unclear at the moment whether past December 15th, whether Canelo's fights will be broadcast on Sky alongside Dazn?
I don't think that's been decided. I mean, I think ultimately, Rocky Fielding's a matchroom fighter. Therefore, we have the UK rights for December the 15th. He's defending his world title. Let's not forget that. It's Canelo challenging. So that's clear. And Eddie and I have got to talk about where that leaves us with things beyond. But it's obviously exciting. We've got a great relationship alongside Dazn. We're taking 16 fights this year from here. Obviously Chicago, Boston. We're doing the next couple that will happen this side of Christmas and then onwards. So great opportunity to see a lot of big American cards. So that's a great working relationship. We're here to see how Dazn operate too. So hopefully we'd love to show Canelo on Sky, but I think that particular deal has been done by Dazn and Golden Boy. So we wait and see.
A little bit of intriguing news this week that Derek Chisora's linked up with his former foe, David Haye. From that moment that happened in Germany, you would never have seen that happening. I think
Eddie's immediate reaction was one of those emojis, but my one was, in boxing, the unpredictable, and you can't write this stuff, can you? It's a great story. I love stories, and I think they were slagging each other off just a few months ago when Joe Joyce was sort of in the mix, and look. Boxing changes every day, and I think it's a match made somewhere, whether it's heaven or somewhere else, who knows. But listen, Derek Chisora is a great character. It was a wonderful win over Carlos Takam, which I think really impressed David, who was commentating with us at ringside. I think that he felt Takam would stop Chisora, and that would be the end of Derek. But he was made to eat his words. It was an incredible win for Chisora in one of the great fights, great heavyweight fights of recent times. Dillian wins on the same night against Joe Parker, sets up the rematch, got to happen. Let's hope it's made for December 22nd, and it just adds a little bit more needle now that David Haye is going to be walking Derek Chisora into a ring, and no doubt, there'll be more tricks and fun ahead. But I think it's great for Derek because I'm a big fan of Ruben Tavares, and I think that, Ruben with him and alongside Don Charles, I think the one thing about Derek is, has he ever really been in 100% physical condition? He's had enough about him to get to where he has, but I wonder whether he's actually had, a ferocious camp where his body is put through the mill, and it's not done on his terms. And I think Don has had so much ups and downs with Derek, and he had that great win with him against Takam. He deserved that, Don Charles, and now he can guide him under a new look setup with maybe a bit more TLC with Derek. And I think they need to sort of keep him under lock and key and make sure he's doing everything they ask him to do. And I think that will bring the best out in Derek Chisora. And Dillian Whyte cannot overlook Derek. I mean, it was really close last time. Some people thought Dillian, some people thought Derek. I don't see why it won't be as close again. I think it's a hard night's work for the pair of them, but it's a fight we all want to see.
Obviously, you mentioned December 22nd. There's already a pay-per-view show on that night, Adam, between...
You're asking me the controversial questions today, are you, KUGAN? Listen, we can handle that. Listen, Carl Frampton's here in Boston. Massive Carl Frampton fan, massive Josh Warrington fan. It's a great fight, it really is, and it's a fight I can't wait to see who comes through. I was really excited about seeing Josh at Ellen Road against Lee Selby. Obviously, we worked with Josh for quite a long time, and he moved on, but very exciting fight, very good performance by Josh Warrington. Kept a huge eye on Carl Frampton, of course, and it's a real pick-em. It's a great fight. Is it disappointing? It's all on the same night? Probably. It's the way sometimes it lands. they announced it. I know it's the only date that the O2 was available. So, listen, it's going to be on the same night, and fight fans are going to deal with watching Dillian and Chisora, hopefully, if Eddie can make it happen and get it over the line. And obviously, at Warrington and Frampton, does it divide it a bit slightly? But hopefully they'll get to see, fight fans will get to see everything, even if they can't watch both live at the same time.
Am I right in assuming that this is probably the first time ever there's going to be 2 UK pay-per-views from the same country by rival broadcasters?
Possibly. We certainly had an issue when Carl Frampton and Amir Khan went up against each other on BT and Sky Sports.
Regular Saturday night.
And it's not something that we aim for and we want to do, because it's listen, you and I as fight fans want to see both, so everybody does, and it's difficult, but often venues are only available on certain days. We've got to have a certain amount of time between our box office events, and also more and more people are entering the box office market. You've got ITV, you've got BT. For a long time it was just us. So it's a difficult one, but as I said, I hope that everybody gets to see as much of both shows as possible. Obviously we'll be concentrating on the heavyweights, and that's our responsibility for the night, but I will be trying to sneak a look at what's happening with Frampton Warrington, no doubt about that.
All right, Adam, thank you very much for giving us a little bit of your time, and we look forward to a great night in the TD Garden tomorrow night.
Should be a great
in
night.
Boston. Yeah.
Irish atmosphere, going to be fantastic.
Why is Johnny out here? Johnny hasn't come to one of these yet, has he?
Johnny actually did come to Boston last time we came with James DeGale, and we took him to see the Red Sox, and he was very badly behaved. So I'm not sure they'd ever seen anyone quite like Johnny Nelson. I've got a friend who lives in Boston, and he just referred to Johnny as the champ. He said, "Is the champ coming back?" I said, "The champ?" He was actually back in the ring last Friday night, Johnny.
I saw
First time in 30.
He
was having Merlot in the corner rather than water. So that shows the sort of the serious. No, it was for charity. It was a great cause. It's great to see Johnny, but no, he's not involved in this one. We've got Paulie Malignaggi alongside us, who can't wait. He just says every single fight is one we just can't wait to see.